Okay, you guys, I'm still waiting for my dental work to get done. It ain't done yet. It has the mask. Please excuse. This is a very good video on a secret a lot of people don't know, a plumbing secret. Basically, you can have an emergency if you have to shut off the water. You can't find the shut off and you have a supply line. Hopefully it's stainless steel, rubberized, like the ones I'm going to show you in the video. You can even do this in the PEX. I'm going to illustrate that also. I would not do this with anything over, per se, 50-60 psi on the supply coming into your home unit with a certain type of plastic line. Let me show you that line also. Those are my least favorite lines. I've never done to that line, and I hope to goodness I don't. If I do, I'm going to keep that on there until I get a plumber and that line gets shut off, and let that person know I cannot remove this because the chance is going to burst. So anyway, here we are. I hope you enjoyed the video. How to shut off the water on the supply line in emergency at a moment's notice. Surprise, surprise, number 8. Enjoy. Hey guys, our next video. These are supply lines for a faucet. Can be used on a faucet and a toilet. PEX. Stainless steel for a toilet. And 3/4 inch female on both sides for a hot water tank. So you have male fitting on both sides. Okay. There are times you might run into emergency and you can't shut off the water. You can't figure out where the shut off is. Or you got a major leak and you got to figure out what to do in a heartbeat to shut that water off on these style supply lines. Okay. I'm going to show you an option today. It's a little tricky and I'm going to try to do my best to explain it. You're not trying to crush, destroy the line. You're trying to compress the line. Okay? But you're not trying to destroy the line. Somebody showed me this about 8 years ago. Maybe a hair longer. So it was a really good thing that he showed it to me. And I had to show it to a plumber once because he couldn't shut off the water. But it's nice to see that we can get away with something like this. I've done it on a PEX line once. I've done it on these two. Not sure I would attempt it on a plastic line like this. Okay, I could be asking for trouble. Okay, especially if I got PSI over like 50, 60, which would be in a raw area. And more larger areas where you have housing closer together, you have a pumping station close by, you're going to get higher pressures up to 90 psi. I would not do it on this, on a place where it had 80 above 70 psi, 65. I wouldn't do it on this line. The other ones I would. This one I'd be very, very careful on the PEX line. I wouldn't want to go too far. So what is this magical emergency shut off that works in a heartbeat if you know how to use it? It's a vice grip. Small one like this. I have just some painter's tape there to help kill the grooves a little bit, and you can adjust it. This one is pretty beat down. You can see the gap there, and for one of these lines I would probably, let's see what I would use for the gap. Something a lot like that, because by the time you compress it, the gap's going to be a little bit bigger. Let me show you what it looks like. Alright, let's see if we get that in the video. Excuse me. Okay, now that line is compressed, and I should have that 95 to 100% off without destroying the line. For this 3/4 inch line, of course, it's a bigger line, so I'm going to have a bigger gap. A lot like that. Okay? Show you what that looks like. Okay? That looks a lot like that. And again, we're not trying to destroy the line. We're trying to pinch the line so we can shut the water off. You don't necessarily have to get 100% shut off here. You just have to get water off where it's manageable, controllable, where you can do your repair, or until you can get a repairman there. Okay, so this is surprise, surprise number 8. Now I'm going to show you on a PEX line. Gonna go back to adjusting the okay, let's see what we got here, because this can be kind of tricky if you go too far. That's not far enough, believe it or not, though it looks like it, because by the time I compress the line, excuse me, that's about right there. I almost can't see anything, because when I compress the line, it's going to actually have a little gap in there. So we're going to use the end here and see if we can shut the water off, okay? And we got a little bit on one side, so we got to go in a little further. And let's try a little bit tighter and then do this again. I think we got it off right there. Open it up, see if we destroyed the line. Oh boy, alright. Okay. Alright, it doesn't look like we destroyed the line at all. And we're just basically taking it easy. We're not trying to do anything crazy. So I'm going to actually show you the line. And I'm going to show you that side there. We didn't actually destroy the line at all.